So, how does ChatGPT or Google Gemini work for care homes if families are searching online using ChatGPT or Google AI Gemini to find care homes in their catchment areas? And why is this relevant to you? Well, as you know, if families are looking for care homes in their catchment areas and they don't know anything about care homes, they will go to their search and look for care homes in their catchment area. And you'll also know that Google search is the most popular up to now, but now of course ChatGPT comes into the equation. Increasingly more searches are done via this method, and obviously also you have Google Gemini, which is the AI mode for Google search. So what we're going to do is make these searches using ChatGPT and Google Gemini to find out what results they are displayed and how, and we can deduce how AI is coming up with its results using its own intelligence. So let's do this. For example, we're going to go first of all to ChatGPT. You can see where I am now. I'm going to actually do a prompt, which is, can you recommend me a care home in London? And the reason I'm doing this is that I am obviously wanting to use the intelligence for ChatGPT to come up with its recommendations. So here you go. Can you recommend me a care home in London? I'm going to do that search, and you see it's searching the web. So that's exactly what it's doing, and it's coming up with some recommendations. Now, what's interesting here is its sources, and this is where you can get some indication about how AI is working. So, well, interestingly, it's you can see where my arrow is, Care UK. It's just coming up with Care UK homes. Now, why is that? Well, if you did a search generally on Google search, you would probably find that Care UK has a lot of homes in London. Care UK is one of the biggest care home providers in the whole of the UK. So, and they would have worked a lot on their own SEO to ensure that they have good results here. So that's the number one. You can see here, Care UK, Care UK. Now, what's also come up here is a reference of London Journal, which is going to be, I think we even click on it here. We can click on it to have a look. Best nursing homes in London. So what and this is where outside third parties, either the media or in this case, it will be, some kind of blog comes into play and makes a difference. So if we go back one to where we were, and it's got tips for choosing the right home, and this I imagine is going to, you can see the sources that it's using. Let's go to sources here, so we can have a look. We've got London Journey, Care Home Guide, Care Choices, Trusted Care. So again, these are directories. Trusted Care is a directory, Automna is a directory, yourcarehome.co.uk. Now that, I'm curious, I'm not so familiar with this one. Let's do accept all. So it's again, it's a relatively new one. To be honest, I'm not so familiar with this one. And obviously carehome.co.uk is there. So and that's just on a very, very basic search. And also we have here, it's a care home guide for London, has a range of care homes. Over 1,000 options. So the best one usually depends on things like, it's so you can see what ChatGPT is doing here. It's coming up with its own, it's using its own form of intelligence to give you an answer that's best suited to what your question is. Now, when I look at these results, I'm thinking, well, where is it getting that 4.6? What is recommend? Why is it coming up with these homes straight away? So we did say that KUK will be very, very prominent. And just if we go here and actually check, what have we got here? I'm going to go on Buckingham Court, where you can see here again. That's why one key reason is literally Care UK has a whole lot of care homes in London, as we know. So, okay, that's going to be a presumption that we make is the basis for its intelligence. Now, where did it get that rating? I am going to view the home, Buckingham Court. Now, because I'm actually, excuse me, I'm going to presume that that rating came from a Google business rating. So just to be clear what we mean here, and this is where it does get interesting about the basis of ChatGPT's intelligence. Let's go back to what we were looking at, is that it had a 4.6, so it was like, it was giving, ChatGPT was actually giving a number. Again, 4.5. Oh, sorry, I need to make sure it's Ellesmere House. So let's go back here. Care homes in London. Ellesmere House. That's not Buckingham Court. There we go. Ellesmere House. Going to go here. We're going to click here. Remember, where is that number that it came up with? And I'm going to presume that it's a Google business listing. So let's have a look. We're going to go to Ellesmere House. There it is, KUK. 4.6. Interesting. So let's go back. Let's have a look. So, sorry. It's Ellesmere House, 4.6. So exactly, it is exactly that, as I've said. It is literally KUK 4.6. Ellesmere House. Sorry, I've been jumbling around a little bit, but you can see how quickly you can actually find how ChatGPT is using its intelligence. So it's just a Google reviews. So what they will have done here is use the Google reviews to rank care homes, to help it rank the best and the most recommended care homes in London. So that's actually not a bad way to do it. So there we go here, but they are all Care UK homes. This one's here is Queen's Court. This is recommended by London Journey. So let's go and have a look where it's 4.9. So again, let's just look here. So recommended care homes. The first one they came up with was Ellesmere House. So they haven't necessarily ranked them. It just says here are some well-regarded care homes in London to get you started. So that's fair enough. As I say, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. Certainly 4 out of the 5 so far are Care UK homes. Let's do a check on this Queen's Court care home. So we go here, and it's how we review. So, okay, they are using a source that has its own system of reviewing. Oh, it's a Barchester home. So I'm almost certain as well that Queen's Court care home, that ranking that they gave here, 4.9, will be its Google review number, because we got that, we deduced that already. So that's very, very interesting. And again, so this individual is a walker. So I've gathered the best nursing homes in London to help you decide your next steps. So that's so yeah, interestingly, you can see here how this individual has made those deductions and those judgments. It's based on Google reviews. So what are we seeing here? Google reviews are important for ChatGPT. 100%. We've literally just seen that ourselves. So that's ChatGPT, and we've seen some of the insights of how it works and operates. Let's do this. So what we've got here, if you want, tell me the type of care needed or preferred area in London. And I can narrow it down to a much more tailored shortlist. Well, okay, so they are trying to give us a shortlist. So what I'm going to do here is say, yes, I'd like a care home that specializes. Let's say my mum or dad has dementia. So we're going to do that search now. Now, before I do this, what we are seeing right now, of course, is these natural results. That's ChatGPT giving its natural results. But of course, what will happen later is care homes, such as yourselves, will have the opportunity to put ads within these ChatGPT results. I'm pretty certain they're not there now, but when ChatGPT looks towards to monetize its AI system, there's every probability that that's something that will open up for care home providers. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. Yes, I'd like a care home that specializes in dementia. And let's see what happens now. Focusing on dementia care is the right move. Okay, because those homes have specially trained staff, safe layouts, and tailored activities. And now they've recommended a top dementia care homes in London, and they have provided a number, and then also given us some suggestions as to what makes a good dementia care home. So, as we have done previously, let's have a look and find out where it is gathering that information here. Recently rated outstanding by the CQC. Fabulous. And you can see where my arrow is here. Care Quality Commission CQC rates South West London care home as outstanding for the second time. So, Care Quality Commission. So that's interesting. It's again using sources that you will be familiar with. So um, I guess probably what we're learning here is that ChatGPT is using sources that you, as running care homes, will be familiar with. Um, but what can implications has it for you to think about if you know looking to improve your um, showing on ChatGPT, for example, what are the kind of things that you should be thinking about? Number one, we've already learned is Google reviews, which you know already. Um, uh, what we haven't seen, but so much is, particularly on this search, is the carehome.co.uk reviews and rankings, which is also very, very important. But having said that, you can see here that ChatGPT is using carehome.co.uk as part of its data gathering. In the same way, Lottie here. So again, online directories, which again you will be familiar with. Same again here for Care Sourcer, another online directory. Um, so uh, Outstanding Care, I'm not so familiar with Outstanding Care, so I'm going to click on this one and have a look. London Outstanding Dementia Homes. Um, this here is a directory which I am not so familiar with. So again, you can see here, however, that directories definitely 100% come into play here. And again, familiar names, familiar directories. So what do we get? The message we're getting here is directories. Directories and your recommendations on these directories. And your showing on these directories has definitely a role to play. And Again, you can see here then, if you want to go further, deeper into this, there are, if you want, I can narrow this down even further. This makes a big difference. Just tell me. So, budgets again, etc., etc. So, you can see here how interesting it is to see and understand how, as the day I do this video, how ChatGPT works. Now, let's do something similar on Google. So again, can you recommend me a care home in London? Let's do that search, and I'm going to use AI mode. Can you recommend me a care home in London? So again, Lottie, yeah, Lottie is an online directory, and it's newer than carehomes.co.uk, but it's definitely Lottie's definitely been making a mark, and you can see that Google AI Gemini is using that as a resource. But also you see, as it was for ChatGPT, again, I'm seeing the same thing. I'm seeing Ellesmere House going from a Google review ranking. Here, it's a KUK home. So I would say from what I'm seeing here, let's make sure we see all of this, is that Google Gemini is using Google reviews. 4.6, 4.7. That's its source for its intelligence. That's 100% going to be a Google review ranking. Again, it's not using carehome.co.uk review rankings. It's using Google rankings. Interesting. So this is Google Gemini AI search. It's using its own reviews for its data here. Now let me just check, because remember on ChatGPT, these ones are actually all Care UK homes. But what group does this one belong to? If it's a group, it may not be. Let's go and have a look. Candlewood's house care home, and I'm going to go here to. This is purely so we can see who owns this home in London. TLC Care. So there you go. You have the answer. So it's not a Care UK home. Hey, let's go further down. So again, what are we learning from this? We are learning how Google Gemini AI uses data and what data to for its intelligence. So again, directories. These are directories. Lottie, carehomes.uk. Interesting, it's using Reddit. Hallmark comes into play. Yep, they're a big care home provider in London. So for definite, for sure, the bigger you are as a care home provider and the more care homes you have in London, that's obviously going to make a difference. Let's go further down. Again, these are all going to be 100% Google review rankings. And they've broken it down into highly recommended. So, I mean, if you're doing a search, you highly recommended. This will be the first one you'll be looking at. And this was a Care UK home. Interestingly, it's not hasn't got the highest Google review ranking. This one here has 4.7. Maybe because it's a part of a bigger group. Maybe that's another reason why it just notches one up the scale compared to this home here, which we saw is owned by TLC Care. So then I go into specialists in luxury, and Loveday is there, as you can see, and Hallmark, and then some estimated costs. They're using carehome.co.uk, carehome.co.uk. Here, are you looking, and then the other question is, are you looking for care in a specific borough, or do you have a particular type of care? Let's do what we did previously. Thank you. I'm particularly interested in dementia care. And again, let's see what comes up and the sources for that intelligence. Here we go. So, for dementia care in London, several homes stand out. It's mentioning the Loveday home straight off. And I'm going to see if we can have an indication of where it gets that data from. Let me have a look, click here. Ah, yes, here we go. From various sites. Now, what so we have carehomes.co.uk, we have the website itself of a care home group, Hallmark, Care Quality Commission. CQC rates Southwest London care homes as outstanding. Lottie, Barchester. So again, what we're seeing here, and there's Loveday itself. Now, I'm Loveday again here. So, a place for mum, and care home professionals. So what we have added here again is the media here. So the media is one of the sources that Google Gemini is obviously using. And again, so what Gemini is doing is picking up on outstanding. So it's using CQC ratings. And that's fair enough, right? If a home is outstanding, that's really solid evidence that this is going to be a good home. And you've asked it for a recommended home, so you can see here how the AI is working to help generate its recommendations for you. What I'm trying to do here is what we have here is specialist dementia care homes. It's picking up on Loveday because Loveday states that its homes are dedicated specifically to memory care, featuring a research-led, member-centric approach. And it will have got its data for that, just to be absolutely clear. Carehome.uk, but maybe I don't want to go away too much. Let's get back to where we were. Place for mum. You know, as you know, that's an American directory. I'm just curious, because this is, I mean, how curious is this? Because it's using as a source 10 best memory care facilities in Kensington. That's Kensington, Ohio. Maybe confusing itself with Kensington, London. So that maybe is a hallucination. We go down to Nightingale. So this is Hallmark, rated outstanding. So you can see how AI is working here. It's using the outstanding. I'm curious. Nightingale House. Let me go here. Website. Nightingale Hammerson. So that's a Nightingale Hammerson home. Let's go further. This is where the Loveday appears. What's interesting here is specialist dementia care homes, and it said generally. I was asking for a care home, but the result here was a specialist dementia care homes, and it mentioned Loveday, which of course is a group rather than an individual home. But nevertheless, this is Q House it comes up with, and Nightingale, which we've had a look at. Outstanding. So you can see here, it's really picking up on the CQC rating. And probably maybe that's why it's ranked it. One of the reasons for sure that it's ranked it above Loveday, because Loveday has 5 ranking on Google reviews here. Nightingale has 4.4 and Hallmark 4.7, but the AI has probably picked up a little bit more on the fact that it's outstanding. So, you know, pretty smart. I think you would agree. Again, here, recently rated outstanding. It's given a month, and also referenced the where it is getting the details about the dementia focus. So yeah, I think this is, you can see here from everything that I've done, all the insights that you can start to glean just by doing a search like this using both ChatGPT and Gemini to find out what results are being shown when you're using these kind of searches, based more on a conversation. You know, can you recommend me? Is the exact search that I did. So, where does that leave you? Well, to summarize, Google reviews, number one, even more so than carehome.co.uk reviews, is key. The CQC itself and your CQC rating. You can see there's some elements of the media and third-party websites and their reviews of care homes, how that comes into play as well. And then, as I mentioned, all these directories. Lottie, carehome.co.uk, Trusted Care, Care Sourcer, those directories and your rankings on those come into play when it comes to AI giving results on recommended care homes in particular catchment areas. And what that means for you is if you want to start to improve your your results and your ranking on those in those areas, then it gives you an indication of what you need to start to think about, to look at. So hope that was helpful for you. My name's Adam. We're Springup PR. We help care homes get more inquiries via PR and marketing. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and you won't miss any videos like it.